The time of Exodus, Moses versus Pharaoh. I am Moses, once a prince of Egypt, now a shepherd of Midian. I never thought I'd return to the land of my birth, but Yahweh had other plans. The burning bush spoke to me, commanding me to free my people from Pharaoh's tyranny. I was afraid, but I couldn't ignore the call. With my brother Aaron by my side, I stood before Pharaoh, my own adopted brother, and demanded, "Let my people go." But his heart was hardened. And so it began. The Nile, lifeblood of Egypt, turned to blood. Fish died and the stench was unbearable, but Pharaoh wouldn't yield. Frogs swarmed the land, invading homes and food stores. When they died, their rotting bodies filled Egypt with an awful smell. Lice infested man and beast, causing constant itching and discomfort. Even Pharaoh's magicians couldn't replicate this plague. Wild beasts ravaged the cities, making it unsafe to walk the streets. The Egyptians cowered in their homes, but still Pharaoh's heart was hard. Disease struck the livestock, decimating Egypt's herds, but the animals of the Israelites were spared, a clear sign of God's favor. Boils erupted on every Egyptian's skin, causing great pain. Even Pharaoh's advisors couldn't stand before me, covered in sores. Hail and fire rained from the sky, a storm like none had ever seen. It destroyed crops and killed those caught in the open. Locusts devoured what remained of the vegetation, leaving Egypt barren. The land that was once lush and green became a wasteland. Darkness shrouded Egypt for 3 days, a darkness so thick it could be felt. But in the homes of the Israelites there was light. Then came the final, most terrible plague, the death of the firstborn. A tragedy I wished could have been avoided. That night a great cry arose from Egypt. There was not a house without someone dead. As morning approached, everything was about to change. Pharaoh summoned me in the night and said, "Go, leave my people, take your flocks and herds and go." We fled Egypt, taking with us the wealth of our oppressors. But our journey was far from over. As we set out, I could feel the weight of our people's hopes and fears. We were stepping into the unknown, guided by faith in the promise of freedom. Pharaoh's heart turned once again, and he pursued us with his army to the shores of the Red Sea. The people cried out in fear, but I told them, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the deliverance the Lord will bring you today." I raised my staff, and Yahweh split the waters. A great wind drove the sea back, and we crossed on dry land. But when Pharaoh's chariots followed, the sea crashed down upon them. As the dawn broke, we stood on the far shore, free at last. We were free, but at what cost? The destruction of Egypt weighed heavily on my heart. Our journey was just beginning. Ahead lay the wilderness, and beyond that the promised land. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more.